sitting there and seeing it. So working for the government for over 30 years, everything you say, if you represent the department. So if you said, oh yeah, I saw Bigfoot the other day, the department is going to go, oh yeah, you work for the parks, right? Okay, you're that crazy ranger work for the parks. So well, I'll tell you a little story, and I'll get back to that little story, but that helps explain the problems you deal with. So I am a little skeptical, but yet I use my skepticism to help me make a better decision on my investigations. So let's say I hear a tree knock, because I've heard it twice at the park I work at, Humboldt Redwoods Park. Now, one of them was after search and rescue, right? So I stopped there. I set up there's a big open parking area, and it was late in the evening because they got lost, and then they hiked uphill, and then they called 911, right? That's exactly what you're supposed to do, right? You never went uphill away from your car, but now you're going to go uphill for about 3 miles, and then you're going to make a 911 call because it's getting dark. Yeah, why not? So we get called for search and rescues all the time. So I got the quad out and I parked it at Look Prairie area. And I was going to ride up the trail as far as I can get, looking for sign or looking for people huddled, because we knew kind of where they were, because you get a little ping from your 911 call if you stay in the same place. And so you kind of figure out where they're at. So there's different routes to get there. I chose Look Prairie to get there. And they had the other ranger I work with got to him quicker than I did, because he took another route and was covering the ridgetop. I was coming up this trail because you have like 3 options they can go, right? You guess, okay, you got that option, I'll take this option. And then if there's time, we'll hit a third option. So by the time I got up close to the location, they said, hey, never mind, Robert, we found them. All 4 are accounted for. You can go back. It's like, okay, great. So I got to ride my quad at night. Pretty cool. And then so I turn them around and I ride back down. I get to the car. But by that time I get down back to the car, they're pretty much Humboldt County Search and Rescue also gets called out for these rescues as well. They were just getting ready to pack up. They committed to the search, but the time they got there, it was pretty much over, which happens a lot. Anyhow, so it's good. They're found. Whether we find them or the Humboldt County Sheriff finds them, that's good. As long as they get found and we don't have to go looking for them later in the park or 6 months later in the park. So they all left and I just got back. I was getting ready to load my quad up and I talked to the other ranger. He goes, yeah, but we're good. I go, you're taking off? He goes, yeah, I'll see you back at the office. Great. Okay. No problem. So I have to load my quad in the back of my pickup truck, and then you put your ramp, you secure the thing, you make sure it's all good. You warm your engine up, and then you get ready to take care of stuff. So I had turned my engine on, and I was just getting ready to go. And I said, don't dump your quad on the windy road. You better go back and check it one more time, because it hasn't happened to me, but it has happened to other people. You're tired. It's dark. You miss securing something and it shifts, and then you have a problem. So I got out of the car and I was going to go check it, and I hear this whack sound. Less than probably about 50 to 100 feet up above me. I'm like, that was a knock. I'm like, whoa. So of course, what do? You wait, right? You wait, you're listening. I turn the engine off, because I want to hear it clearly. Sometimes you just pretend like it never happened, and maybe you'll hear something else. But once you turn the engine off and you're standing here like this, looking up into the hill with your flashlight, because I know I did shine the flashlight, because that's one of the etiquettes is don't just listen. So I pretend like I was like fumbling around, but I did turn the engine off to hear better. And I heard nothing after that. I was there for a good 15, 20 minutes. I get a call on the radio, goes, hey, we're waiting for you to get back. Right. So I can't just say, hey, I'm looking for Bigfoot right now. I'll get back to you. Let me go up the hillside in the dark and see if I can see one.